Well, hey there, everybody. It's me, Esther Bartkiw. Today, I want to share with you a story of how my higher self reframed a very unpleasant situation that I had going on. And that reframe changed everything for me. This is the type of guidance that your higher self can give you to when you are in a relationship with your higher self. Know how they communicate with you, trust your higher self, and really establish a bond with your higher self, which is you as true essence. So welcome back to my channel, everybody. I'm Esther Bartkiw. I am a core belief therapist, intuitive, and energy reader. I am a super fan and student of astrology, of quantum science. I am entangled with the light. I'm thrilled about living a life, a circadian rhythm life, a quantum life, and I'm teaching that on Telegram right now. And hey, I just want you to live your best life, manifesting your heart's desires, knowing who you truly are, which is pure source energy light, living in a physical body. All right, so what happened? It was Tuesday. Sometime in the afternoon, I got an email. You know, one of those emails that you really don't like the news that's come through. And I had one of those moments. No, I didn't scream. I didn't pull out my hair. I didn't email right back in a angry, aggressive way. That freak out happened internally. And I was okay with that because I needed to express the emotion. But I could see very quickly that I was spiraling into victim consciousness. Like, oh, this didn't work out. Why doesn't it work out? Nothing ever works out for me. And I caught myself immediately and said, okay, Esther, go use your tips and tools and techniques to ground, to release your energy. But the thing is, it was pouring rain here in Budva. So going for a walk, going for a swim, going outside to ground on the earth. I could have done that, but I didn't want to do that. I had already been to the gym. It was just going outside was not going to happen. And I knew that if I stayed indoors, it wasn't going to work either. But then I had a brilliant thought, probably from my higher self, to engage in a mental activity that would take my mind off of that email. And I went, ooh, this is really good, because there was something I wanted to research and I was really excited about researching. So yes, I pulled out my computer, and for the next 2-3 hours I did research. I was really happy about it. It got my mind off that email. Now, because I was disengaged from the news of that email and focused on something else, and I brought myself back into, let's say, a neutral vibration, but also a happy vibration because I liked what I was researching, my higher self was able to speak with me. And she came in and she said, Esther, have you ever thought about that situation from this point of view? She reframed it for me. And I was like, oh. And actually I was a little bit embarrassed. It wasn't my higher self that was making me embarrassed. She was really soft and kind and loving. The embarrassment, that kind of cringe moment, because I was like, oh, of course, why didn't I see that? Of course, I'm not a victim here. Of course. You know, that's what the cringe moment. It was totally mine. And then she said, don't be so hard on yourself. Look, you've got the reframe now. You see that there's a different possibility. And I said, yes. It was at night at that point, and I said, I'm going to wake up tomorrow and I'm going to start looking for a solution from this new perspective. Thank you, higher self. So the next morning I woke up and I had 2 emails in my email box from 2 different people offering solutions. Neither of them were really good, but they were good jumping off points for me to go back and forth, gather some more information. Nothing was really panning out. I was like, oh, okay, I'm going to have to choose something that I really don't want. And I never like to be in that place. But what happened was I kept researching on my own, and I found a solution. In fact, I found 2 solutions, and both of them were even better than what I had originally wanted and conceived. So from Tuesday afternoon when I got the email to solutions came Thursday morning. I even wrote a post on social media saying, I got a win today. This was the win. I created a solution, and it was all because my higher self came in, swooped in with guidance, reframed the situation. But it's also because I'm in relationship with my higher self. I know how she speaks to me. I know her tone. I know she's got my best will at hand. I know that she sees everything that I in my human form might not see. And I have come to really trust the guidance that she gives me. And I want to help you get into that type of relationship with your higher self so that your higher self can swoop in with comfort, love, guidance, direction, understanding, suggestions, information for you when you need it. And you are going to know in an instant, ooh, this is coming from my higher self, which is you, right? It's you as divine essence. It's you as true essence. It's you, your higher, wiser self that knows everything about you from this lifetime, other lifetimes, knows your heart's desires, knows your vulnerabilities and weaknesses, knows everything about your past, and can take a look at the whole picture and say, what about this, dear Esther, right? I want to help you to get into that type of relationship with your higher self. And that's why I'm bringing back one more time at a special price for a limited time, this higher self process where I'm going to guide you into communication with your higher self. We're going to spend time getting to know your higher self so you know how she talks to you, what their signs, what their signals are, how they try to get your attention when you're not paying attention. Then how do they get your attention? Really establish that bond. So you don't need to come to people like me for readings. You can be your own guru, your own healer, which you are meant to be. You're going to come to the session with about 10 to 12 questions. Most people get 10 to 12 in. And you're going to ask your higher self the question. You are going to channel the answer. And as an intuitive, as a channel myself, I'm going to be there like kind of checking your work. I'm also going to teach you how to ask questions so you can get really specific answers. When I do readings for people, I get specific answers. Yeah, sometimes there's teaching because the teaching is needed, but I always get from my guidance in the readings actionable, specific guidance. I want to show you how you can frame your questions so that you can get that from your higher self as well. And then we'll ask your higher self, as is appropriate, if maybe during the session they can do a spontaneous healing or release for you. That sometimes happens. And if they said, no, we can't right now, then we're going to ask, well, what would it take? What needs to shift? What needs to happen in order to have that release? And you'll get even more information. So if you think that this is something that you're interested in, you're ready to move into communication with your higher self, or you're communicating with your higher self, but you want to deepen that communication, or maybe you just want me to kind of check your work in that, Esther, these are the answers I get. Does that line up? Because sometimes we have wishful thinking that gets in the way, right? And maybe you're really in touch with your higher self, but you're like, I would really welcome the opportunity to just sit back, lay back, channel, and somebody else is going to guide me through the process, and it'd be my pleasure to do that. I'm going to put a link below, and click on that link, check out the details. There's information there as to the times of the sessions according to your time zone. And this special offer ends end of day, April 21st, 2022. I'm already booked up for, I don't know, the next 10 days or so, but we'll get you in as soon as possible. I am making this the utmost priority right now. All right. So hope this information was helpful, and until the next time, ciao.